Lynette Elphinstone closed her eyes and enjoyed the warm sun on her face as she sipped her tea in Lady Paxton's garden. A soft breeze blew her brown curls as she tried to let her mother's and sister's chatter fade into the background. Her sister Kathleen swiveled across from her.
"Who's that?"
"That's Lord Fenn, the Baron of Southampton," replied her mother, Viscountess Keith.
"Oh."
Kathleen's lip curled, but her leg kept jiggling.
"Why aren't there more gentlemen here?"
Lady Keith placed a calming hand on her younger daughter's leg.
"It's still early in the season."
Lynette opened her eyes.
"Even at the height of the season, these events aren't heavily attended by gentlemen."
Lady Keith's nostrils flared, and Lynette closed her eyes once more.
"Well, there better be more gentlemen at my ball tonight."
Kathleen sat back and crossed her arms over her chest.
"I'm ready to make a match, Mamma." "And you will," Lady Keith said, "as long as you sit up straight and act as a lady should."
Lynette could see the pointed look her mother directed toward her through her eyelashes. She sighed.
"I'm going to take a turn around the garden, Mamma." "Just don't be gone too long," Lady Keith said with pursed lips.
Left to her own devices, Lynette went to admire the surroundings, even though she'd seen them all before. Lady Paxton kept a beautiful garden, and while it wasn't big by country standards, it was truly an oasis in the capital. She followed the path that led to the orangery and smiled when she noticed the doors had been left open. The aroma of exotic plants and fruits filled her as she entered the glass structure. She breathed deeply, savoring the scent as she strolled, and the closer she got to the exit, the less she wanted to leave. Spying a ripe peach, she looked over her shoulder to make sure she was truly alone before plucking it from its stem. She brought it to her lips, bit into it, and moaned as the sweetness filled her mouth. "I presume it's good, then?" asked a deep voice from behind her. Lynette turned, wide-eyed, heat rising from her neck to her cheeks. A gently bred gentleman who must have descended directly from the Norman conquerors stood before her. He was tall, with long legs and broad shoulders. His eyes, which were the color of the sea, stared intently at her, while his dark brown hair only helped to accentuate his perfect face. But the thing that startled her most in his presence was that he wasn't a young gentleman. Of course, he was nowhere near her father's age, but he also wasn't so young as to be trailing behind his mother's skirts like the one she'd seen at Lady Paxton's tea. She thought a gentleman of his age and ilk should be at one of his London clubs and not sneaking up behind her in an orangery.
"I thought I was alone,"
Lynette replied with her only line of defense. The man smiled teasingly and took a step toward her. "If that's the case, I must remember to never leave you alone with my peaches."